Alright. Hi there, it's Leike here again, and this time I'll try to be a little more concise. You know, I mean, I always try, right? See, we're already starting with this. Okay, let's get into the video. Today I want to talk about booty scrunches, because for me they're a difficult thing, you know. I think they look really, really good on some people, but then on me, usually booty scrunches don't fit properly because of the big butt, you know. It kind of stretches out and then it looks like you have, you know, an a-hole stitched in the middle there, especially with like the Gymshark booty scrunches, for example. I know a lot of people really don't like them either. I think at least that's what I understood. So yeah, I have a bit of Gymshark in here, I have a bit of Alphalete Amplifies, I have some Amazon leggings as well. So like a selection of a few things, and you know, some more expensive, some a little more cheap. And yeah, let's just you know, get into it, right? So I mean, let's just start with the most famous ones, I guess, the Gymshark leggings. So these were also my first booty scrunch legging, because see, you know, I bought something on sale a while ago, like maybe 2 years ago or something, like these nice adapt camo seamless leggings or whatever they were called. So you know, and they have like this nice knitted fabric, super thick, super supportive, like really it feels great. And then there's this thing, the scrunch, that you know, is a bit weird. We'll see it better, you know, in the try-on video, but so I really, really like these leggings overall. They're super nice and stretchy. They have this nice thick waistband that kind of tucks you in a bit, you know. And then, yeah, they have this detail on the back that just, unfortunately, on me, does not work, and I know it doesn't work on a lot of people, and just sits basically on top of your butt. And I mean, what you want a booty scrunch to do is to kind of like get in there, you know, get into that crack and just separate the glutes, right? So this is why I usually prefer to wear leggings that have like just a seam in the back at least, because kind of that gives you a bit of glute separation, you know, so it doesn't look like you have a unibutt, right? And I mean, like, how is this gonna help with glute separation if it sits on top of your butt? It's like you still have a unibutt, but you have, you know, like a stitched a-hole on top of your leggings. I don't know. Yeah, and then you could assume they would do it better. But yeah, let's try these on first, and then we can talk about the newer version, right? Alright, first up we have the Gymshark Adapt Camo Seamless Leggings, the old ones. So we have this big Gymshark logo here, which is also something I don't really like, but it's not super noticeable, so I think it's okay. And then yeah, the seamless waistband that just goes over here into the leggings. And then yeah, they kind of like 7/8 on me. Also check, this is actually a small. And yeah, let's look at that booty scrunch, you know. So if you see it, it is kind of sitting more on top of where my butt starts, where the butt crack starts, so it's not really like even the perfect placement for that. And yeah, there's no fabric anymore for me to pull somewhere. So it kind of just sits there, you know, and that's about it. Yeah, I don't know, you know, what I'm supposed to think of it, or if it's, you know, really giving you a lot of glute separation. I guess it doesn't look too terrible, but it's really not what I'm expecting from a butt scrunch, right? Like, I'm expecting it to really go in there and scrunch out, and instead it just kind of sits on top. It's still, like, on camera at least, it still looks like it's kind of creating a little bit of like a, you know, booty separation, but yeah, it still feels like ridiculous. Also, like, if you stretch it out, it's a bit but yeah, we can see that in the squat tests. Let's move on. Alright, Gymshark number 2, the new Adapt animal seamless, or I don't know even know if this was animal. I mean, it's definitely animal print, right? So I saw these, and I mean the color is beautiful. It's like this nice like bluish tealish color, and then you have this like this leopard print. And I usually I'm not a big fan of like camo, like that we had before, the camouflage. I don't really like that too much, but if it's like the same color, you know, I don't mind too much. And I'm also not a big fan of animal prints, but this one was just like the color and the way that the print is not too loud, right? It's like a, you know, nice and subtle. And yes, so this is why I was like, I need to have these leggings. And then so I got these in medium, like the other ones, I think. But I also tried them on in a small, and the thing is the small fit fine because they're so stretchy, right? The small actually fit also better around my waist again, but then the butt scrunch was just so tight, you know, and I was like, if I squat too much or too deep, it's just gonna pop. It's just gonna, you know, rip. So this is why I went with the medium. Because yeah, so here again we have this weird a-hole kind of booty scrunch. So this time it looks a little different than before. So this one looks a little more scrunchy, like, and it's kind of, it looks like it should be stretchy, but it's not. But it's basically like this super tight thing that has the seams coming out of it. And if we compare this with the leggings from before, so it is a bit of a more of a dramatic scrunch. I don't know if it's more visible, but kind of you have more like gathering or like more fabric that's kind of scrunched here. But still, this scrunch here seems tight because it's not stretchy, but it's not as tight as this one, which is probably why I definitely got this tight feeling. And still, this does not do anything because it just sits on top of your butt. And it's like, it just looks weird. I mean, I like these leggings and I'm still gonna wear them, but still, like, you know, if people just look at your butt like, why does she have a seam there? It just looks like an a-hole. We don't know, okay? But please, Gymshark, if you're trying to do booty scrunches, just do it so if, like, it works for everyone. Like, I've seen it on the, if you look at their website, it seems to work on some of the models, like that they can kind of pull it into their crack. But not, like, for some it just really sits on top as well, and it just looks so weird. So, I mean, and I'm saying, okay, Gymshark, if you want to do that, but they did it, right? So, at first, let's try these on, though. And then we can talk about the next Gymshark leggings that I have a more interesting scrunch. Alright, next leggings. New Gymshark Adapt seamless. So actually the difference that I now realized, for example, is that the waistband is also seamless, but it has the pattern as well, instead of the other ones just had the same color but not the pattern on it. So that's actually nicer, I think. The logo's different, so you have this rubber logo on top, like on here, which is definitely going to fall off at some point. And then you actually still have another logo, where was it? Here at the back of the calf. I don't know, sorry. Here. I'm not sure if it's visible, but like it's the Gymshark logo, so not the print, the name, but the logo itself. Yeah, again, you can probably see they were kind of 7/8 length on me as well. And these actually do not feel stretchy anymore as the old Adapt seamless that I had. So this is a medium, and like, I mean, I do have range of motion and everything, but I feel like I had more stretchiness, more comfort in the old ones, and in the old ones I was wearing a small, so I guess they took some stretch away. Maybe it's also like the different colors that it's possible sometimes, right? That different dyes have like a different feel to them. But yeah, that's definitely what I can say. And I mean, the rest is pretty similar, like the fit. I can feel the waistband being a bit too big, but that's because this is a medium, not a small. But yeah, in the thighs it still fits same as the small did on me, honestly, because like I said, I've tried the small on before as well. And yeah. It was the scrunch, the bag that was the problem here. And here now, I definitely feel like it's just kind of sitting on top and not doing a lot. So with the last one, maybe it did a tiny bit. Like this is really just sitting on top and being stretched out. I don't know if it's the same way on camera, but yeah, this is kind of what I feel. It's not doing anything to separate the butt, like nothing, and it like definitely feels a bit tight. And like I'm stretching it out even more and could possibly rip it when I'm squatting. Like I can definitely feel it. Not as bad as I thought, but still, especially because it still sits on top. I still feel though, like with the old one it was sitting rather here, and now it wandered down lower a tiny bit. But it still sits on top and not within, and there's nothing I can pull into the butt anymore to kind of make it fit there. Or like to kind of get it into the crease, you know, it's like it's not happening. But yeah. We will still squat test these. We will see if they're see-through or anything. Yeah, but let's move on. Alright, back with number 3 of Gymshark. So these are from the Whitney Simmons collection. So like they're also very different fabric, and also for me, a much better fit than most of the Gymshark leggings, because most of the Gymshark leggings, like if I get them in the medium, that fits my thighs and my butt, it's way too big on the waist. But these ones, they were actually like really nice, and they have a more subtle booty scrunch, so you can't really see it that much. It's just here at the back you can see that there's a bit more ruching, or like a bit more fabric in the back here. So basically what this does is just kind of really goes into the crack a little and then kind of pulls out around your butt cheeks. And so this is, I don't know if you should really consider this a booty scrunch, but it is, you know, just in a super subtle way. And this definitely does not look like, you know, you have an extra hole somewhere where you don't need it. And it still gives you a little bit more accentuation than if you had just a normal like seam at the back of the leggings. And yeah, I really do like this one. Also this one, like I couldn't feel tightness at all in it. And I know these are sold out, but I mean this is already from the second Whitney Simmons launch. So basically I'm sure there'll be something else, something new coming. And I mean also Gymshark, I don't know if they do, maybe they have more leggings that have this type of scrunch, but I definitely much more prefer this one to the other one, because yeah, I do not feel any tightness in this when I squat. Like I can't feel that there's like a seam that is like just not stretchy at all and just sits there, you know. It's like it's very different. And I know that some people don't have problems with this tightness, but I definitely do have problems with that tightness, you know. I don't want to feel like something is about to pop any second or anytime I squat. You know, we don't want that. Alright, but let's try these on and let's see if we can see that it's a little more glute enhancing than just a normal legging. Alright, onto the Whitney Simmons seamless leggings. So I don't want to talk about these too much, like I said, they're not available anymore, but they're more of a brush fabric. They're seamless, I don't think they're seamless because they have a lot of seams, but yeah, otherwise 7/8 length on me again. They're nice and stretchy, and now let me pull this a bit closer to where it's supposed to be. Now you can look at this seam. So it kind of just seems like you have this normal butt seam here, but then it kind of does go in a bit and gives you a bit of a glute separation here as well. And I think it is such a different scrunch as well, because it does have a back seam anyway. And then like with most of the Amazon leggings that we saw, you could just, you know, the ruching just goes along that normal butt seam. So this is maybe why it looks so different. But yeah, still I think this also feels more comfortable for like squatting anything. I don't feel that there's a scrunch, you know. It doesn't limit me or anything. I'm not afraid it's gonna pop. So yeah, I'm more of a fan of these kind of things. But it really just depends on what you like, right? Alright, onto the Alphalete Amplify leggings. A lot of people have been raving about these, and a lot of people love these so much. So for me, when I saw them the first time, I was like, ugh, booty scrunch. Because like I said, for me, the booty scrunches just don't work, and I'm not gonna pay like 60 bucks or whatever, how much money the leggings are, to you know, just feel this tightness and never wear these leggings because I don't want to feel the tightness, or just to, you know, because it looks a little ridiculous, like I said. But and like also like my favorite Alphalete leggings are the OG Revivals, So they have like a seam at the back, and I still think they're super flattering, and yeah. But this is not the topic of today. My favorite Alphalete leggings. So let's talk about the Amplify. So I got them on sale because they do have a lot of colors of these, and usually sometimes the older colors will go on sale if they're still available. And I know that it's hard, of course, for the smaller sizes, like small, medium, whatever. They usually sold out pretty fast. So I actually wanted a different color of these, and then that color sold out in the cart when it was on sale. So I just picked this one because I also like this color. You know, I like greens. And yeah, I just wanted to try them. But I didn't want to pay full price because the booty scrunch. I wasn't sure. You know, even if people rave about it, people still have different tastes, right? So if you don't know much about the Amplify leggings, they have like a 3-tiered waistband. You can also see that. So like the top layer is like super compressive, and then you have the second layer that's like medium compressive, and the bottom is not as compressive, because with a lot of seamless leggings you have like a super compressive waistband, and then once the legging starts it's not compressive at all, and then you have like kind of like a zoop coming out, and this is supposed to help with avoiding this. And then yeah, they don't have any seams anywhere except for here in the middle with the crotch gusset. And then let's turn around to the main interesting part of this, the booty scrunch here. So you can already see it's much longer than the booty scrunch that we had with Gymshark, and also it is more stretchy. Like you can pull this a little, just a tiny bit, but it feels more stretchy. But otherwise it's the same type of booty scrunch. But yeah, lengthwise, if we pick these up again, if we look at the scrunches here, it's definitely like double the length or something. So this makes more sense to me, right? Because the butt crack is not just this long. It's like, you know, it's much longer because, yeah, it's a butt crack. So this makes more sense for kind of being able to like go in there fully. And yeah, it feels a little more stretchy, a little less constrictive. But let's see when we try it on. Alright, on to everyone's favorite, the for butt scrunching and glute enhancement, at least the Alphalete Amplify leggings. So I do have them in a medium, and they're super stretchy. So I feel like if there wasn't a butt scrunch, I would probably size down. But because of the scrunch, you need to have enough fabric to pull into the back, into the crease, and I think I wouldn't get that in small. So just for that, for the sizing. Then yeah, you have this 3-tiered waistband. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of that, because I feel like then it kind of bulges out around here already, and I kind of want the compression, you know? But it's okay. So it's supposedly the tightest are up here, and then it goes down in tightness or like in compression levels. And then you have like a panel on the side here. I'm not sure how it goes until like kind of your knee here, or above your knee still, like a hand width above your knee. And I am not like, I think you can see that more in like other colors, maybe not in this one. And this is also a very delicate part, so you kind of have to be careful if you have long nails or something. Yeah, but all I think they're very stretchy. The only thing I can feel is this booty scrunch being like it feels a little constrictive. But let's, you know, just take a look at what it does. So with this one, you can clearly see I have enough fabric. So it's a bit of work to get on, because you're gonna have to pull everything into the back area here to get it between your cheeks. But then you get this nice like separation that you want. You know, you kind of get the separation. That's nice. So I agree with other people that it looks really good. It's just for me, it is not like the most comfortable. If I squat, I don't want to feel something pulling in the back here. And also what I don't like is like they dip down a little low here in the waistband. So that's also personally something I do not like as much, but yeah, everyone has their own preferences. But yeah, if you just look at how it looks, it definitely like enhances your glutes. It like goes in there. It does the right thing. You can see a bit of it at the top here, but then it kind of disappears into your crease. So like I don't mind that much then. It doesn't look too much like a like an a-hole situation, like an extra hole. Yeah, it's just you kind of can still feel it restricting you a little bit. And yeah, but definitely enough fabric to be pulled in. It gives you this separation in the butt. So this is the butt scrunch, how it's kind of supposed to be, like at least looking now when you have it on, but I still don't like this, you know, the look if it's, you know, if you can still see this weird seam. It looks a little weird. Like if you go low, you know, you can definitely see it here. But yeah, otherwise, it's really like personal preference. I just feel more restricted because I can feel it when I squat. Alright, so now that we've seen those on, these are the, like I said, high budget options. And then I was always super curious about all these like TikTok and like Amazon and AliExpress leggings with like the extreme scrunch, but also like the cellulite coverage, right? Like the ones where they clearly like Photoshop the butt. So I was like, okay, if I do a booty scrunch video, I should just order some of those from Amazon. Because, you know, I wanted them to arrive faster. Otherwise, you can also, of course, check AliExpress. And there's a lot of good sellers on AliExpress that definitely have it also a little cheaper than on Amazon. And if you also pick, like, on Amazon even, you have, like, a lot of choices. For these leggings, I didn't necessarily pick the cheapest. I just picked the ones that would arrive fastest. And that had also the option to send it back because, yeah. I mean, some of these are not great quality and I just don't want to be stuck with a legging that, you know, I don't want to wear. So... I will link the Amazon leggings down below for you, the ones where I ordered them from. Like I said, it's you can get them for cheaper probably from other sellers. You can search for them on AliExpress. I've definitely ordered a lot of stuff from AliExpress before and never had any problems. Just choose the PayPal option because at least, you know, if something happens, you can always get your money back. Yes. But let's get into the Amazon leggings. So let's start with this iconic booty scrunch cellulite coverage legging, these ones here. And see, like I think this booty scrunch is more similar to that Whitney Simmons Gymshark basically. So you don't have this seam on top of the fabric, but it's rather like the butt seam that you had anyway is kind of ruched. And yeah, so if I think these don't look super, like at least they don't seem too super see-through, but also and like this part of the legging feels nice and stretchy, it feels super solid, but then the waistband is just like you have like a thick elastic band here. Like basically this part from up here to here is an elastic band and then you have nothing in here. So that's not really the nicest way of doing your waistband here. And then they do have a front seam. We'll see how invasive and camel toe causing that is. And they seem pretty full length for now, but yeah, they seem stretchy, they seem decent, not too bad. Also, I can't see any seams falling apart here because that's always a bit of an issue too. But yeah, these are the iconic, I mean, at least for me, the iconic butt scrunch Amazon TikTok legging, whatever. But yeah, let's see if they really give me this bubble butt that the pictures promise. All right. Onto the iconic Amazon, TikTok, AliExpress, whatever, booty scrunch leggings. So the one that, you know, kind of was going viral a while ago. Maybe it wasn't, I don't know. So first of all, I don't like it has a different colored waistband. And then this again, like I said, from here to here you have the elastic and then under there you have nothing. Doesn't really do anything, you know. The front seam I feel is kind of invasive. You know, I was trying to like pull it down a little, but it just keeps creeping back in. So not great. And then it has this like pattern as well. It's not, see, this is not as elevated as others that we will see. Like it doesn't feel as much, like it doesn't have as much structure to it, but it has structure to it definitely. More than a normal leggings would. Yeah. It appears to be like 7/8 length, but I could probably pull it to be a full length. And then we have this butt here, so you kind of see the seams are a little curved to come in and accentuate the butt a little, and then you have this butt scrunch here. It doesn't look too much like a butt scrunch, right? So you can not really see that, like we saw with the Alphalete and the Gymshark. There's extra seam that looks kind of like an extra hole, but it's just the seam that comes through. Gives you a bit of separation here, but and like also don't feel it that much actually. It doesn't feel too restrictive, so that's nice. But yeah, it feels a little cottony, and like it's just like the waistband is not my favorite. Definitely not. Like, I mean, otherwise stretchy, and yeah, you can wear it, but like you can also not, you know. Alright, but I don't have anything else to say about these. Alright, next up we have some that have like this extreme pattern. So like this extreme like cellulite friendly situation here. So again, this is the same thing we had with the previous Amazon leggings. You have like a waistband that is actually just an elastic band inside the waistband. So it's like this from here to here. So it's really, really narrow from here to here, and then nothing in between there. They seem decently stretchy, like in, you know, all directions. And again, they have the same scrunch situation as before, that you have the seam that goes down your butt and then has this ruching, basically. Yeah, and I picked these because they have this nice green color, and if you look at it from the inside, you can definitely see, you can also see this here. And since this is the seam, it's also like kind of stretchy. I think at least that's why, I don't know. Yeah, also again, they seem decently long, and yeah, I'm not sure what to think of this like this pattern. I mean, it's not really a pattern, right? It's like, because it is an actual thing. It's like a 3D something to hide your cellulite, because it's you know, it's terrible to have cellulite, right? So yeah, let's try these on. Alright, on to number 2 of the cheap Amazon leggings. Cheap, I mean, you know, but still. So these are the green ones with this weird, you know, 3D pattern. I don't know what to think of it. It reminds me of these kind of popcorn shirts, like the ones that, you know, look tiny and then everyone could wear them, sizes kids to XXL or something like that. I mean, I had them when I was a kid, but that was a different time, you know. And they were definitely like 3 for 10 euros or something like that. So yeah, these are not 3 for 10 euros, but it kind of reminds me of that. Because they're also like, this is where they're so stretchy. Like I could be like longer and then like probably like 30 centimeters longer and they would still fit in length, which is interesting. So yeah, they seem full length, or I could at least pull them to full length, but then they're a little loose here on the calf, which is something I don't like. Yeah, the waistband is definitely like a different story because of this, just this elastic in it basically. And then let's look at the scrunch. It feels okay, and like I said, it doesn't look like a scrunch at first when you look at it, which is what I like, but when you squat, you also don't feel that much. I think I can still feel that there's a little bit more restriction going on than if it was just the normal seam. But all in all, I don't think it's so bad. And I mean, they do give you like this glute separation, you know. So that's at least nice. I'm trying to like find the best angle for this. Yeah. I don't know, not much else to say. It's like, we'll see in the squat test if they're maybe worth it. It's just like, you have to, you know, want this 3D situation going on. It feels soft. I have to say that. It feels soft, and you definitely will not see any cellulite because of all this, what's going on here, but it's still weird. And I also feel like if you use equipment, maybe it's not the best, because that could probably wear out pretty fast. Yeah, and then we have the front seam here, which is maybe also not great. Like, I currently do not think I get camel toe with this, but like, if you like started pulling them up a little more, they could probably start becoming a little invasive. Yeah, but otherwise, let's just move on to the next pair. Okay, next up. A similar legging than the green one, as the green one we saw before, but they had like a different pattern, so this is why I was like, I kind of need to see if this makes a difference. So it's more like completely across, like you have like stripes across. But otherwise same situation, like super narrow waistband from up. It's like just like I don't know, 2 fingers wide maybe, and then the rest has nothing in it. And then the butt scrunch is the same here with this, you know, seaming thing here. Yeah. Not much else I can say about these, but let's just try them on. Alright, now we have the red ones that have a slightly different pattern that's kind of more across, like the longer horizontal stripe situation maybe. These are the same size as the green ones, but they feel so much tighter for some reason. So I still got them on, I can still move, but I feel like if I had like thighs that were like 1 centimeter or 2 more, no way I could put them on. And the waistband feels the same, so it's just in the thighs and the calf area as well, and also the butt, because now you can see like the seam kind of still gives me a little separation, but it doesn't really go much in the crease because there's no more fabric. And I also have to be honest, this looks pretty see-through, but I'm sure we can evaluate that in a squat test. But yeah, otherwise they're the exact same, they're just less stretchy. So maybe like if this was probably a different seller or something, and then their sizing is just very different, I guess. So yeah, just be aware of that this might happen. Because otherwise they're the exact same except for the pattern just being a little different and the color obviously. But yes, front seam, this elastic in the waistband doesn't really give you compression or anything. And yeah, everything is the same otherwise, but the sizing is a little off. Alright, let's move on. Similar thing again, but crazy pattern. Because why not, right? I mean, look at these. I saw these and I was like, okay, what the is happening? I need to try it. And yeah, so otherwise it's the same as the more similar as to the green leggings in terms of like the pattern, or the whatever you call it. And again, just a small waistband from here to here, like, oh, from here you can't see my inside finger, like basically 2 fingers wide, and then same butt scrunch situation where you can pull here, you know, a bit flexible. But yeah, otherwise, because I think it's a very fun pattern, right? It's like, it's very unusual. They also had a lot of different tie-dye patterns, so you don't have to pick the craziest one like I did. I just felt like it. And yeah, there's different options. So if you like these leggings and you like tie-dye but you don't necessarily want crazy tie-dye, there was definitely a lot of beautiful options. I mean, I think this is beautiful, but different people have different tastes, right? So, but yeah, I mean, I guess also with these ones it'll be interesting to see how see-through they are, because they're pretty bright. Like with the green, the dark green, it shouldn't be too much of a risk. But yeah, with these, that will be very interesting to see how see-through they are. Yeah, let's see that. Alright, on to the fun pattern one. So it clearly looks like they just took one piece and the other piece and stood it together, because you can see that definitely at the seam here there's a clear separation of colors. I mean, but that's fine. And then you have like blue, yellow, pink, kind of orange in there. Same as the green one, so that it has the same pattern as the green one. It's a little loose here on my ankle, and I can probably stretch it longer if I were taller, to fit longer as well, because I also have this 4-way stretch. Again, just this, you know, seam at the top, or not seam, the elastic. And then better than the red ones, they also still really go a little into your butt crease here to give you a nice separation. Of course, now the tie-dye is kind of distracting from what we're trying to achieve here. But still, I think it's fun. It's maybe not as nicely placed as some other tie-dyes, like this big blue splotch. It's not really, you know, doing much. It's just sitting there. But yeah, I think these are, I mean, they're comfortable leggings, right? So I can definitely do a lot. The tie-dye, or the butt scrunch is not super restricting at all. And yeah, just stretchy. Like I said, you have to know if you want this 3D pattern or not. It feels interesting. But yeah, these are better again, like the green ones basically. Same size. Yeah, not much else to say other than they also make these in fun patterns, so yeah. Yeah. Alright, last, and I think definitely least in terms of butt scrunch, we have these beautiful leggings, this beautiful yellow, I think they're kind of navigation dupes or something. So you can't really see that they have like seams under the butt, like a bit darker. And these were definitely advertised as scrunch butt leggings, you know, and I was like, okay, scrunch butt leggings, they're slightly different, but they're also Amazon leggings, not too expensive. And they're yellow, so good for squat testing, but also good for booty scrunch testing. Yeah, but look at the butt. What did we see? We see no scrunch. Like, what the fuck, Amazon? I definitely checked back with it. It said butt scrunch in the heading, and also down below in the description it said this has a butt scrunch. I mean, we'll still try them on, but I'm already disappointed. Like, where's the butt scrunch? I wanted it. So yeah, no butt scrunch. Some butt detailing, seamless waistband. So these are really, I guess in terms of seamlessness, they're more similar to the leggings we had with the Gymshark and Alphalete. But yeah, yellow is a risky color, and it's also a beautiful color, you know, but still risky. And yeah, we can't judge the butt scrunchiness of these, or but we can still judge the leggings itself, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, onto our yellow leggings that do not have a butt scrunch. I think they're not even stand proof. This is how bad it is. I'm currently wearing red underwear and I think it looks a little darker around this area. So yeah, it's not my body, it's just the, you know, my underwear. Yeah. So this waistband is also where it goes super high in the front and then kind of just a little lower in the back again. Not really compressive at all or anything. They're full length. They do feel comfortable, they're stretchy, but like if they're not even stand proof, like where am I gonna wear them? Right? Like where? And yeah, then the butt, as we already know, doesn't have any seams, it's just like unibutt. Of course it probably doesn't look like unibutt because you can see my bone crack shadow through it. And yeah, we don't see much of the accentuations kind of here currently. I probably have to pull it up a little higher. But yeah, it's there and you don't see it very much because of the color difference. It's not that big in this yellow color. But yeah, unibutt, very see-through. No butt scrunch, which was the biggest disappointment anyway of all. So yeah, thumbs down for these. Maybe, you know, the darker colors are maybe a little better. Like I said, they're comfortable, but I think they're also like one of the more pricey ones. And you can definitely find better leggings for that price. Colorful koala, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, no. Alright, let's get to a few concluding remarks. What have we learned from this video? Gymshark can't do booty scrunches, I don't know. Alphalete can do them. It depends on if you like booty scrunches or not. And if you buy leggings on Amazon, just be careful. Make sure you have the option to return, or like you read reviews. The same goes for AliExpress. If you buy on AliExpress, just look through the reviews for sizing info, like if people received the item that they ordered, you know, stuff like that. And also, for example, now I realized with the red leggings, I had like some seam issues and like some, for example, you can definitely see the quality is not amazing. You can like see it's kind of falling apart already. I don't know if you can see it here, but like the seams here are not great. I have like pilling or whatever here. Like it's really hard to show. But yeah, you can definitely see like seams are coming apart and everything. So we don't want that. Also, in between the panels, it's like so see-through. Like I don't know if I can show it to you, but you can definitely see my nail through here. So that's in between the panels. So I'm assuming that these, because they have longer panels, maybe are a little more see-through than the other ones. Yeah, definitely seams are not great. I mean, it's Amazon, right? Like, or, you know, it's not the greatest quality anyway. And then I also realized with the yellow leggings that there's also already seams falling apart that were not properly sewn together. Let's see if I can find it now. But yeah, I could already see that I had a hole forming. I think here it is, yes. So let's see that. So this is basically the crotch gusset where you can already see that there's you know, something happening here. So yeah, just look at these things and be aware of it. You can definitely find great cheap leggings on Amazon. And yeah, if you like booty scrunches and you have the amount of money and you don't mind the like bit of tightness, you can definitely go for the Alphalete Amplify leggings. They're launching new colors as well on June 5th. And if you like a bit more of a subtle booty scrunch, like, and you like this 3D effect, you know, there's definitely a lot of trucks on Amazon. That also ships fast sometimes. Yeah, what have I learned from this personally? I still don't like booty scrunches that much, you know. I prefer other types of detailing. You know, just some nice glute seams, some curved glute seams, and that's enough. That's all I need. And then I'm happy. But yeah, I hope you like this video. I hope you like that I tried, like, you know, different brands and some fun colors maybe as well. Yeah. Let me know if you have any suggestions for any new videos. Let me know if you liked it. Give me comments, feedback, whatever. You can DM me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up, and bye.